So here's my kit setup. I'm going to go over a few things. First off, the drum set itself, and then I'll talk about the triggers that I use and how I use them, and they are amazing. Tama Star Classic by Bingham Birch toms, kind of get a nice dry deep tone. Ooh, put a drumstick on it. We got a Pearl. This is a Master Series, but also got a reference. It's a 14. Nice crisp clean sound. Here's a Pearl rack, Peisty ride, a hi-hat without a stand. Stands back there. Don't need it. We're playing double kicks. No need. China, double time, nice little Z-bell. And then Peisty crotches, pretty tight. Here's the most important part, SPDS. This is my brain. This is where I get my trigger from. I use a Dr. Beat Boss for my tempo, so that whenever we're playing shows, every song is tempoed out BPM wise, so I can run samples without having. Use the Axis longboards. I got some grip tape on there for them. Make sure the red, if you're using these, the red axis is facing forward, top, so that they don't, the beaters don't move on you when you're hitting the heads. I use the coated heads so that they're flat, because you want a flat, dry sound. When you're using triggers, if you're using clear coats, you'll get tone out of it, but at the same time, you're going to get a lot of resonance. And that resonance can sometimes misfire your trigger, and you don't want that. You have a detonator right there. That's the black part, and then the bullet right there that hits the detonator. And then I run stereo cables, and just a matched pair. I run 2 of them on each side. They come together. They come together right here. Nice stereo into my trigger in right there. Once they're in my trigger in, once you have the SPDS up, you'll see that red light. Good. For yourself, that buzzing is because of the stupid cord we're using. If you're using good cords, they won't you won't hear that buzz, but you can hear that nice click. Real nice. If you're clean, it'll come out clean. If you're dirty, it'll come out dirty. So it's not, you know, a trick. We've got our intro right there that goes into the main song right there. Here's something we had to figure out the hard way. When running triggers, kick's still coming through, but the thing is that they don't tell you about is if you're running triggers and samples, you have to adjust a few things for it to work correctly. it automatically has a set thing where if you hit the trigger 3 times, it will automatically cancel out on the pad. So what you have to do is you have to go into each wave. For instance, this is the kick 3 right there is the kick we're using. I'll go to edit that. You hit enter, and you'll make sure that the type is single, and then you'll use the little arrow right there. Make sure that's poly, loop off, reverse off, trigger shot, and then name it. You can also, you need to go into your setup area by hitting setup. You'll hit the arrow till you get to trigger input. You want to hit enter. Trigger mode, you want triggers times 2 because we got 2 triggers. We want kick drum. Sensitivity I have on 16 so that no matter what, it's always going to get the same tone every single time. It's not going to get, you know, muffled out. We go type, sorry, whoops, wrong way. Sensitivity, threshold is 15 so that when I'm going like this, it's not actually triggering. I have to actually hit that thing for it to make a tone. Velocity, loud 2, we just like it loud. Scan time, these are so that, you know, sometimes that bullet might vibrate and it won't hit. I have my scan time on 2. Retrigger cancel is kind of the same thing. It's allowing it not to get the phenomenon of it hitting twice when you're really not actually hitting it. Mass time has to do with that. X-Talk cancel is kind of the same thing as all that stuff. I have all that. I have that set to 15, 16, and 13. But yeah, so when you're, make sure that the wave file, like I was saying before, let's see, where are we at? We're in my card. Like My Darkness right there is one of the songs we do. I'll go to, I'll edit that. Make sure that the actual pads though that you're using, not the triggers, are set like this. You want phrase mode, you want mono, you want loop off, you want reverse off. That's really important because if you don't put it on phrase mode, every time you hit that trigger 3 times, it's going to cancel that out. So that's really kind of important. Run the click the whole time right here. Run that bad boy just like that, and then you can jam out all day long as you hit the pad. And then of course that right there is always 808, must have 808. But yeah, so that's my kick. That's how I work. That's how I work. Do work, son.